What it do, YouTube? It's your boy. He's about to make a compost tea. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna use. So bear with me. Vegetable and tomato granular food. Yes, it is dropping. It's a Job's. Let's see if I can get it for you guys. Job's organic vegetable and tomato granular food. Some of that. Some soil. This is optional. This has sugars and like protein and stuff like that. That's also good for building bacteria, fungi, other beneficial bacteria. This will help it feed the microbes. That's the Job's, the soil. Okay. Then you're gonna need clippings like this. Succulents that soak up water, nitrogen. You could also use grass. Okay. And we're back to our room. See if I can get it to focus for you. Okay. So as you guys can see here, we got ourselves an air pump check valve. Now the reason why you use these check valves for, if you ever run into any blackout at your house or anything like that, this will make sure that the air only goes one way. As you can see the arrow. Now it's going into two bubblers, but if the power ever shuts off, the water is going to try and suck itself back in, but it will stop here so that you don't get water to go to your pump. And when water goes to your pump, you're going to notice that your water resistance is going to be lower. You're not going to get as many bubbles, and then your aquarium air pump is going to die off on you faster. Okay, so air pump, check valve, air stones, water's bubbly. It could be a little bit more vigorous, but it'll be alright. Now, another thing for you to put in mind is your bucket. Now, seeing that I'm using an old pulled tablets for chlorine tablets, you're going to need to wash this bucket out real fucking good. Because if you don't, and then there's chlorine still in your bucket, the chlorine isn't going to help your microbes and your beneficial bacteria grow inside of your bucket. So make sure it's nice and clean. Just regular water, no chlorine. Okay. See if I can get it to focus one more time for you guys. Alright. So, water's bubbling. We got bubblers. We got the check valve, the air pump. The next thing on the list is our compost bag, which, as you guys can see, it's not a real thick bag. If I open it up, you can kind of see through it. Okay, that's going to let the good stuff go through it, and it's going to keep the nice solids in the bag. This way you don't have a whole bunch of debris inside of your water. Okay, now, just like how I told you guys before, there's succulents, there's grass, there's clippings, there's a Job's organic. Okay, and there's also homemade chicken fertilizer from the chickens at the house. That's all in here. And pretty much all you're going to do is let it sit inside of your bag. Now I'm going to tie this on up. Alright, I'm going to tie it on up. Matter of fact, I'll do it right now for you guys, so bear with me. Okay, so real simple tie off. Now, you could get something to hold this, keep it suspended in the water, and have it go right here, right? And it will soak it up real nicely. As you can see, the color is already changing. You could also drop it on in there and let it go by itself. It is all up to you. For me, since I don't have a good air pump and the air is mostly, as you can see, focusing on this corner, I'm going to try and put this like this. I'm going to put the lid on it. And as you can see, the bubbles are right under it. So it's just going to bubble it up to a nice airflow around the bubbles. And it's going to brew it up pretty nicely. Now I wish I had more air bubbles, but it'll be alright for what I'm needing it for. As you guys can see, the color is already starting to change. So we're going to let this go for 2 to maybe 3 days, and then we're going to be using it on the plants. And then hopefully, crossing my fingers here, guys, I'm going to try and make a video of me watering this to the plants. Okay? So, real simple, making a compost tea. Alright, guys? But you guys know what I mean. We're doing alright. Plants are doing alright. I'm about to smoke one. Peace.